Man, my voice sounds so stupid.
Sound like Kermit the Frog.
Hey there. He said, yeah. You never seen that? You never seen that?
What?
What you doing on Omegle?
We're really bored. How's Miss Piggy?
Why? Pretty good. She's out of town, so I'm on here looking for baddies.
Looking for baddies.
You found the
Maybe.
right one.
Right? Oh, damn.
Are
Mind
you-
if I finish,
are
or
Never seen a full
can I
video.
finish?
Me either.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh my god.
I've never seen this one. How do you do that?
Bro, he let out a demon.
I don't know how you did that.
Legit.
Oh my god.
There's no way, bro.
You know, y'all don't know how to do that?
No.
You don't.
That's so weird.
It's so weird.
That's crazy, right?
He has so much oxygen inside his body.
On today's episode of Hidden Talent,
You didn't tell this. I can burp forever.
I got burnt, man.
Yeah, when we
That's
talked
what I know.
about superheroes last episode, that should have been your answer.
Oh my god, I'm
The
the
ability to burp forever.
burp you away, buddy.
Burp man. What if we were like British?
Hey, welcome back to our channel, guys.
We're talking Mason.
Welcome back to Talk Invasion, and this is me, Ray. No, I don't even know how to do an accent, man.
I mean, it's close.
Like
You don't.
this.
I mean, you don't. It doesn't matter. We don't know.
Welcome back to Talk Invasion.
Welcome. No, I don't know. That was weird.
All right, so guys,
Yeah.
for today's episode, guys, Chris inspired me for Mr. Beast channel, and I think I'm gonna transition, guys. I want a Bud Light sponsorship, so just like this influencer has here,
You know he's getting a lot of criticism.
and they lost $6 billion.
You know he's getting a lot of criticism.
Yeah,
Mr. Beast.
it's crazy.
But he doesn't even want it. Like he's like, bro, like I'm not anti-trans or whatever.
You want a big boy? I need a big boy.
Ain't no way, yo. Ain't no way they just went in on that man like that.
Not really fucked up. The internet just makes it seem like he's
It's not that bad.
I think Mr. Beast would have an issue with it. But they're making it seem like he has
Bro,
an issue with
I'll
it.
tell you one guy that doesn't have an issue with it.
Oh my god, what happened? This sounds good.
Welcome back to Talk Invasion, where you help us invade the podcast world. Episode 5. We got a special guest, my boy Nick. What's going on, Nickboneless?
What's up,
Nick the
baby?
real.
What's up, baby? What's up?
Nickboneless, stupid boy. What else
on,
is
my
your
man? What's
aliases?
Yeah, I got a lot of names.
Got
I
a lot of
Slim.
names.
I like Nick Boneless.
Nickboneless.
That one came
If,
from
if anybody doesn't know what a boneless is it boneless?
Yeah, boneless.
Yep.
It's a boneless. That's what the
It's a
trick's
skating
called.
That's a trick.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And skateboarders use it.
It's an old trick.
What does it consist? It consists of you grabbing the board.
Yeah, pin the foot down and grabbing the
So you're
board.
not really even like
You're not popping with your just
in
your
midair type.
Nah.
I think
trick.
that name came about because that, like, you love doing that trick, right?
foot. Yeah, I mean, I don't.
Wait,
remember. I think
that's-
you called me that first.
But that's an actual trick in the skate community, right?
It's
Like
called
boneless,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah, I
And
think
you
there's
just added
different
Nick.
variations. Like you go 180 boneless, whatever. But
There's a lot of different ones. I remember the guy who first showed me a boneless. It was Sebastian.
oh
I
yeah,
saw him do it, and I was
Shout out
like,
You know how to actually do it?
yeah,
Do you know how to do it?
Oh yeah, it's a simple trick.
so simple.
I could do it,
But there's different variations where it gets complicated. So
right?
I
you
it's
can do it.
It's a
You
lot of
just add a
hopping.
Nick to the front of it.
I mean, that's
I
what
like
Ray
Nick
did.
Boneless.
Skating's hard in general. Fuck,
Yeah.
it's
How
fucking
many
difficult.
times have you tweaked your ankle and broke your wrist and fucked your shoulder up?
Nice risk or not? Nice
I
risk.
don't know why though. Like
It's not his first.
I can only
or his
just
last.
ride. I can't fucking skate for shit.
Man, fuck it, man. I mean, as long as you enjoy what you do, it doesn't matter what. You know what I'm saying? Hey, excuse my voice, everyone. I've been
Yeah,
sick
it's
all week.
COVID-17.
I have COVID 100. Luckily, I didn't get the jab because. No, let me not say that.
The what?
I was gonna say, luckily, I didn't get the jab because I'd probably be dead right now. But
Not true.
I'm not anti-vaxxer or whatever. But shout out to Nick for being on the pod.
Yeah, I'm happy
Hey,
to
he's
be
gonna
here,
be.
man.
Hey, we're gonna here. Look, let's shake, y'all. We're gonna do that thing where they act like we just shook hands. You know, like rappers do, like Lil Yachty was saying to Drake.
yeah.
Like, why does when rappers hit the stage, they just go shake their hand and give them a hug like you ain't like y'all ain't just talk backstage.
Oh god,
We be doing
each other all day.
We do the Drake and Yachty thing every time we get on the pod. Welcome back to Talk Invasion. Rubes, shake hands like
Every time.
bro. We're
Every
like
time.
setting cameras up and stuff before.
Nah,
Hey,
good
but
to
it's a
have you on
vibe.
the
It's a
pod, man.
vibe.
It's
Yeah.
good to have you. We've been wanting to have you on the pod for a while, so
I mean,
it's good to have you. Episode 5. So
He gonna be on frequently. It's our boy right here.
sorry, boy.
Damn, my voice is gone, man.
Dude, you sound like you're getting strep, man. I'm
I
honestly
feel like-
hesitant to be here right now.
I feel like it's going away.
You know what helps with this? Liquor. Let's take a shot.
What's
Does it?
up? Yeah.
I think that was
Especially
cap.
some tequila.
That was peer pressure for me to
Tequila.
take a shot.
To kill
I already
ya.
have pre-made for me.
To kill ya. Let's go. Let's get into this, boys.
Oh yeah.
To kill ya.
That's not good.
Well, wow.
I don't care what anyone says. That's not good. Oh God. You cannot wholeheartedly say that was good.
I like how y'all didn't use a chaser too.
Oh no.
Not with the tequila. You gotta let it burn, baby.
It did fucking
God.
burn. Like honestly, who's the first person to just drink some alcohol? I'm like, you know what?
This is how I felt. This is how I felt when I drank it. Oh my jeez.
Hey, too much of
My
those, and that's gonna be you, man. Too much of those, that's gonna be you.
Man, what? Oh God, man. Where did
Do you know they have a mixed version of this? I think it's tequila and vodka, and they call it.
Oh, I've heard of that. Yeah, I've heard of that.
Or I don't know. Don't get me
you're
wrong,
talking
but I
about.
know they have a mixed version.
never heard of it. I mean, I've mixed liquor before.
Do not drink it.
No, it's mixed together in a bottle.
What do you think is the worst combination of liquor? Like the worst for you? Maybe hangover wise, but also the worst tasting.
I would
Uh-oh.
say this
Tequila?
Patron was disgusting. No, remember that one shit that Crown Royale came out with? It was so harsh. Remember?
Reserved?
It was like an edition.
I think it's reserved or
It
something.
was like a limited edition one. It was so tough, bro.
harsh.
They have a mesquite one, which is
that.
horrible.
Or no, moonshine, bro. Moonshine.
Nah, I don't know. What's that?
Fuck that. That's
Or Everclear.
100%.
That's pretty much
That's
like
straight.
alcohol.
You
Like
might as well eat Germex.
or drink the green alcohol out of the bottle, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, you might as well just go get some rubbing alcohol and
Just
drink
start sipping on
that.
that.
You might as well.
Fuck that, man.
That. I'll stick strictly to like the little shit, if not no liquor alcohol. I'm not a liquor guy. Never been one. I'll never be one.
Y'all need a drink?
But y'all peer pressure me, fuckers. Actually, I do need one.
I don't just yet.
I do.
Let's go, guys.
I said I do.
Let's get crazy.
Shit crazy. That has Bula on shirt.
I really don't be drinking beer, man.
Oh yeah, what'd you drink?
What is your
down.
preferred beer though? When
Beer.
you were drinking.
If I am drinking, I like. I've been really like. If I do go buy a beer, it's a White Claw, bro. The black cherry. That it just hits every time.
Dude,
man.
seltzers,
White Claws.
White Claw.
seltzers are on the map right now. More than beer. You know, you got Claws, you got Happy Dads,
Happy Dads, you got
Trulies.
There's more. Oh, they got the seltzer.
One.
Bud Light.
I think Bud Light has seltzer.
They have them Topo Chico ones too.
That's a seltzer. It's not. It's liquor though. I mean, it's alcohol.
They have the
What was that called?
Topo Chicos, I think.
Topo Chicos. I know what you're talking. They're
That's-
green.
Yeah. No, like
I've never
they're them
heard
hydration ones. They're like
I think I know what you're talking about.
the water that's got carbonation in it. You know,
Yeah,
those?
they have
But
the water, right?
So it's already a carbonated drink. So they made seltzers. My brother been drinking those lately.
All right.
What is the most fucked up you've gotten?
Most
Like one you could recall. Let's give a little rundown or a story that you could recall that you could just remember just being the most obliterated in your life.
You want to go first? I got a good
Anybody.
one.
Nah, you go ahead, man. You go ahead.
I think it would have to go back to my. Well, I don't know because recently I've been getting fucking jammed, bro. Fuck. But I would have to say probably during my.
Did you break
younger
my
years?
handle? Did you break my handle in my restroom?
No.
You were fucked up one night and went
Okay,
to the
and if I
restroom.
did, I'm sorry, but no,
I don't care.
remember.
But I was like, damn, I think Ruben, he been in there for a minute. I think he's throwing up, and then my handle was broke the next day in the
When
restroom.
was this?
This was, I don't know.
If
I
you say
don't
more
know.
than a year ago, it wasn't me.
No, it's
I'm
like
just
a
gonna
week ago, a
keep-
couple weeks ago when you got fucked up. You were in the restroom for a
when I
month.
got fucked up again. I did probably was. Wait, your handle in your restroom?
Yeah, it's like the towel rack.
Oh, that's how.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I remember you talking about
I ain't gonna lie, I probably did.
You probably did.
And you know
were
what?
gone. Cause were you throwing up that night or no?
No,
No.
it wasn't me then.
I'm not saying you did, or I don't care
I
if you
think
did.
you
or
are.
didn't. Yeah, you did. It honestly could have been anybody. I just want to see.
I don't remember.
Oh.
But no, I think it was during my younger years. Definitely, probably during high school when we used to drink Four
I
Locos.
think high school, because high school is like you don't know what being fucked up is, so it's like the most extreme, right?
Oh, it's like you're gonna go overboard. Like right now, we'll never drink a Four Loco, but back then we were down 2 in the night. You know, right?
How do you think you would process a Four Loko right now, you think you'll be smooth with it?
I wouldn't be able to drink the whole thing.
They're not the same, man.
I feel like I wouldn't be able to drink the whole thing.
We should drink one on the next podcast.
Oh,
we're on.
for sure.
The next one, let's drink one. Let's just fuck around.
I'll sip it, you know.
I remember Joe Rogan talking about doing that.
About
drinking
what?
a Four Loko on his podcast. He was like, "Oh, all of us get a Four Loko." I don't know who he had. But they're talking about Four Lokos and crazy ass beers or whatever. And he was like, "Oh, but I'll drink one and do a pod."
I bet we don't get to the whole podcast.
They're not that strong.
Do you recall what happened when you were fucked up that night?
I remember fighting, and then I was on the floor, and that was it.
Yeah, you're kind of a violent fucking drunk, or you're
No, I'm not.
No, you're
I don't
not
get violent.
No, you're not violent. You're an aggressive.
No, I'm not.
You're kind of like aggressive, not like get loud.
Who's this guy?
No, you're like not aggressive, like you're an asshole. But I'm talking about your body language. You get amped up.
Yeah,
like you're not a chill drunk. That's what I meant.
Yeah,
right.
I get amped up. I definitely
like
get
Ruben is drunk if he's like, "What's up?"
No, I remember him last week.
I think we all get like that.
No, I remember him last week. He's like, "Ruben, stop being so fucking loud. They're gonna throw us out." That's all I remember him saying. He's like, "Ruben, stop being so loud." And I remember myself being like, "Can I get a Dos Equis?" And I'm like, "Bro, why do I keep being loud? I'm just so drunk."
I'm just like, bro, we're seconds away from getting cut off and thrown out right now.
And Britt's,
would it be the first time?
No, Britt's looking at me. He's like, "Are you good, bro? Are you good?" I'm like, "Yeah, I just need a Dos Equis."
He's like,
right,
all right.
He knows though, bro. He knows.
Man, he didn't want to serve me, man.
He didn't want to serve you.
He said I looked too chill today. I said I was quiet. He said you look like you've been drinking a lot.
That's good on their part. They do a good job at that.
Yeah, but I only had one drink.
I mean, that's a big responsibility for a bartender to know when somebody's had too much, even if they're not driving. You know what I'm saying? That's their responsibility. If they take tests, you know, all those tests to sell alcohol.
They looked after Ray too that one day.
I mean, there's been cases where people have left the bar drunk, and the bar would get blamed for not cutting them off.
I've been witness to a situation before.
They can get sued, so they really got to take that shit seriously, man.
I mean,
they have to. It falls on the waitress, the actual waitress who was bringing you drinks.
I've seen it firsthand. I mean, I'm not gonna say where or who, but been at a bar. They let them go home. Mm-hmm. They say, "Hey, you got to go. You're being too rowdy," but I don't know why they sent them home. I don't even know the whole situation. He ended up leaving the bar. Didn't even make it home. Didn't even make it. Not even like 4 blocks away from the bar. Ended up dying.
I know you're talking about.
Yep, it's a tragedy, man. I mean,
you gotta drink responsibly.
But then there's like big investigations that go on with the bartender, and it's their responsibility. It all comes back on them. So if somebody cuts you off, like a bartender cuts you off, like you shouldn't argue with them. Like, I mean, I don't never have a problem with it.
Can you honestly argue with a drunk guy though? Honestly, a drunk guy is gonna escalate the situation and be like, "Hey, you don't want to give me more."
I mean, Ray was at a point the other night and he didn't.
I feel like Ray
anything.
knew he was fucked up and not.
He was more tired though,
not to get fucked.
But
overboard.
I don't think I ever like just trip out when I'm drunk. Never.
But you weren't drunk that day.
I was pretty gone. I mean, I was like falling.
Do you remember the night? That's the question.
Not really.
Okay, so that answers it. He was pretty fucking gone.
Yeah.
Pretty fucking gone.
I was noticeably gone. If I just can't like honestly sit upright.
If the fucking bartender could watch it.
And I'm there, like they know me. So if they say I had enough, then
and that's not how you act on a fucking normal night.
You know. Hey, we all
they're
get
just
there.
looking out for you.
Hey, we all get there. I mean, they said they didn't have a problem with it. They were just like, hey, we just didn't think you needed anything. I was like, that's fine with me. I got home. I still went home and drank more.
Yeah.
Because I woke up after that.
Okay, so do all these crashes, all these deaths that happen after a bar because they're drunk, does that happen if you ban alcohol? Does that happen if you ban alcohol and legalize weed?
Why would you ban alcohol though?
Because it's toxic. Because there's nothing good that comes out of it unless you're drinking it recreationally and you get a buzz, but not to get stupid, wasted, and shit faced. I don't think it's useful for that.
Are you saying like what would the stats be if it was like a weed bar instead of alcohol bar,
right?
And you leave,
right? I feel like, but I feel. I mean, I don't think some people can't handle weed. Even I was just gonna say,
don't you think it depends on the person?
Yeah, some people just can't handle weed at all, and they have to sit down for the rest of the day. Some people can go fucking fly a plane and smoke weed. You know, everyone's different. Weed affects everyone differently. I'm just saying, does it bring down the death rate?
No.
To opposed to being under the influence.
Well, first off, if people got phones in their hands, it's probably going to be the same because texting and driving is the same as drunk driving.
Sober.
That's true.
Stats prove. I mean,
I agree. And everyone didn't get on their phone. I don't know. I don't care who you are.
I think there's a good possibility that, you know, the wrecks can go down if alcohol is not a thing in the U.S. or in the world.
Mm-hmm.
But let's be real. I mean, that's never gonna happen.
No,
Multi-billion-dollar industries.
But there's money in weed too. I feel like there's money in weed too.
Like everybody's coming around to it eventually.
We all need to do shrooms. That's one thing. Well, I ain't done it. Nick's done it. This guy's done it.
There.
Shroomies. How was it?
Yeah, tell us the experience.
Yeah.
How did that go?
Break it down.
So I did it by myself, bro, in my room.
Mm-hmm.
And I was so scared. And then I was just like, you know what? What is it to be scared of besides like dying?
What were the feelings? Like what were the effects?
In like the first like 15 minutes, nothing. 20 minutes went by. I was like, okay, I'm feeling tingly as if I smoked a blunt or something.
Felt kind of tingly, your body?
Mm-hmm, like a really strong blunt, like, oh, I'm feeling it. And then you just start laughing. I took the right amount of it was a chocolate bars. I took a whole row.
Mm-hmm.
And it just made me feel so good. I was happy. I was chilling. I looked at my wall. I was like, man, all these people have been here in my life.
Visually, could you did it fuck with your eyesight? Like,
so my room was dark, bro, so I really couldn't tell. And I was focused on my game until I went to the restroom and my toilet bowl just sunk and it came right back. I was like, hold on.
That's wild because you would take it like in your little like space and environment. I feel like I would freak out. I wouldn't taking him like that. I feel like I would have to be like in nature and seeing life.
That's probably the worst thing to do because you're uncomfortable where you are. Unless you've been there, you want to be somewhere where you're most comfortable. So you know, oh, this is my room. I feel okay here.
See, for me, when I smoke weed, it's kind of like a psychedelic or whatever, right? It affects your mind.
Yeah.
When I smoke weed and I'm at home chilling, like I get too much inside of my head, and even because I'm so comfortable, like I almost get like I want to be doing something or witnessing something new. But when I smoke weed and I'm somewhere different and new things are happening and I'm experiencing and taking life in, like I feel better. I'm in a happy mood because I start accepting life and seeing it from all these angles.
Would you eat shrooms with somebody or by yourself?
I would have like a medium person there, a sober watcher, sitter. I would. That's
not the way to go. I don't know. You're asking the wrong person.
That's not the way to go. I did that. Remember?
So you advise someone to do it by themselves?
I say do it all together.
Oh, so all of us do it?
Yeah.
See, I'm comfortable with that.
But I always heard that you're supposed to have somebody at least sober.
But don't overdo it. Don't take like 4 grams.
I'm not.
I think that's the best way to go. Blast off from the beginning.
Well, then you have to have someone sober. But
I wanna be by him.
But you mentally are gonna be like, that person's sober. Why are they
I want to take
watching me?
when we all take shrooms together. I want to take shrooms and I want to lock hands and say, "Nightmare."
We're not doing that, bro.
See,
me too.
Yeah,
I be playing. I think I'm gonna like fuck your highs up.
Yeah, bro.
No, you know what? Because
it's fun,
because that's my ego, bro. My ego's gonna get dissolved and broke down, and it's gonna be on a real level.
You're gonna shut down your whole. You're gonna shut down all like the evil shit for sure.
Do you think like feelings are heightened and everything when you're on them?
Yes, you're happy.
It's
Until you realize
like a euphoric feeling.
You what?
It's like a euphoric feeling. Like
it's like, is it like wavy? Like shit looks like.
Is it more body or
like?
high?
Have you ever seen Miss Omar?
It's really body.
It's a body high.
Yeah, all of it. It's your body. Yeah. I remember sitting down on my bed playing the game, and I was like, "Hold on, I want to feel something." And I stood up. I felt like my whole body was so relieved from like stress. I was like, I feel good.
Have you ever smoked K2?
I don't know.
Oh, because I was gonna say like K2 was a lot of body too.
K2
it was
is
mental
the devil.
It's ridiculous.
They even have.
But what I'm saying is
Diablo.
Like mushrooms, whether it be a good trip or a bad trip, it can't be as bad as like a K2 trip. It can't be, bro. K2 is wild.
But you don't know that because everyone's body's different. Some people can smoke tune and be cool. Like they'll just go to sleep.
I think for most people I heard that done both, they're like, fuck K2. It's nowhere near shrooms.
Okay, so would you compare like mushrooms to like acid?
No. That's very similar.
I don't know.
I've heard.
I heard the visuals are way too strong.
I heard acid is more in your head and the mushrooms is your body. That's what I've heard.
Like when you're on mushrooms, you don't have.
Okay, let's break down. Let's break down what the fuck a mushroom actually is. It's fungi, right? Bro. It's a fungi, right? But what the fuck is a fungi? It's bad for you, isn't it? It carries like some of them are deadly. Some mushrooms are deadly, right?
You know, fungus is like they're closer to humans than any other species out there. Their structure, their structures and their DNAs.
Just like a human.
It's
very similar, but it definitely has its differences. But like you were saying with the it's bad for you. You obviously can't eat it raw, off the like a cow.
Oh, I can't just go pick it and eat that bitch.
Eat it. I mean, obviously you probably can, but you don't want it.
I wouldn't even know what to look for in a mushroom, or what does it look
When
like?
you pop it open, you want it to crack.
I heard.
I don't know exactly.
I heard Rick Doblin talking on the podcast how he took peyote. No, he did ibogaine and acid at the same time, and he was fucked up off ibogaine because that lasted like 20 something hours, and he felt the acid peaking at like 3 hours. Like he felt the acid creep into his mind. Like he knew, like he could feel both drugs at the same time.
What's crazy is I've heard that the mushroom, right? Some of these psychedelic drugs open your third eye, make you see shit that you're not supposed to see.
Because when the pineal gland is most open is when we're in
which is basically your third eye, right?
In dream state.
Your pineal gland is basically your third eye.
And because it activates the DMT in our brain when we're dreaming, it's in that, right?
When we get lucid dreams and all that.
Yep, because it's in our the melatonin and everything that has to do with that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So basically, when you open your third eye, per se, when you open your third eye, you see a different type of realm. You see a different type of fucking spirituality. You know, a different type of look on life.
So the way
that's why they don't want you to eat these mushrooms.
So the way I understand it, that is, we're all different vibrations, and if we tune into this frequency, our third eye is open, right? So when we tune into that frequency, we access the DNA in our body, and the DNA is obviously made from all of our offsprings to the beginning of times. So there's something called the Akash records that we can access all the memories that are stored in our DNAs.
It's inside of us. We just have to access that shit.
So this Akashic records, when you get there, it's almost like you're like in an eternity state of living in every living thing that's ever existed through you, and you're all experiencing it at the same time. That's opening your third eye. That's the direct line to God.
So basically finding out the truth.
To existence. I mean,
but how do we access it? How do we actually just access these Akash records?
I mean, I feel like a lot of things and chemicals in life keep us suppress it.
Keep us from like the things that we eat things that we drink, things that we think of, things that we watch, all keep us from really accessing this Akash record.
This higher self.
So that we won't know the truth. I feel like. So if you honestly, and I've seen like, there's this doctor, real good on health, right?
Sebi?
There you go. He talks about fasting, what not to eat, just all these things to help your body spiritually to make you open that third eye.
And if you think about it, like since the beginning of times, when there wasn't all these processed foods and chemicals in the air, everything was natural, organic. When our gut biomes used to break down raw meat and not get these type of diseases or pesticides in us, and our bodies were adapted to break down all that from evolution. Evolution adapted a human to be on this certain level, and they say we lived, 800 years old, which could be true, and I don't see why it shouldn't. Over time, we evolve. We used to be more hairier. We start, wearing sweaters.
They also say that I'm sorry to interrupt you, but they say that the apes or whatever were eating mushrooms. They kept evolving. We just kept eating them.
That's the stoned ape theory.
Stoned ape theory. There you go. They just kept eating them. We just kept evolving, and now like we're just who we are to this day.
But that's what I'm saying.
That's one of the most possibilities that I believe in.
Right.
Is the stoned ape theory.
Right.
Because it's just so it sounds so true.
Mm-hmm.
The way I was watching it on the Joe Rogan podcast. He explains it.
How the
vividly.
brain doubled its size in 6,000 years. Yeah. Could possibly
because our brains used to be smaller.
There's a theory saying, well, did we develop a bigger brain because we learned fire and we learned tools and we learned how to cook and we learned how to make houses, and we naturally developed that from learning and doing societal things? Or there's three: or alien gifted us with a certain knowledge and it sparked us to evolve, or we stumbled across mushrooms, which coincides with Mark Allegro's book, The Sacred Mushroom and the Crosses. We stumble across the mushrooms, it opens you up, and therefore you're more open-minded and do life different. What if you're this dumb caveman, you go hunting, you're doing the same thing every day, you stumble across these plants, you take them, it's mushrooms, it's a fungus, you take it and you start seeing life at all these different angles, and you're like, hey, we could do this different, you know?
Right.
And that's where and then over time, when all these memories and when you think of things, it's just sparking new things in your mind. All these components combine together, get bigger and bigger. In 1,000 years, this shit don't happen overnight. You're talking about thousands of years progression, millenniums. If it even doubles, if it grows a tiny bit every thousands of years, by 6,000 years, it's getting 6 times bigger, you know?
Yeah. So it's going to be a real big difference.
It could possibly be.
What's crazy, sometimes I'll be thinking about it, guys. There's how many people have been born from the beginning of time, right?
Mm-hmm.
But think about like how many people could have been born. How many people who weren't born and who could have lived?
How many babies died because of modern medicine wasn't invented yet?
What are you talking about now? Today's
just over time, the people who could have been born, who aren't born. Like literally, there's way more people that could have lived that didn't live. Right? They never got a chance.
You get into that
live.
spiritual realm where
okay.
we are all pretty much the same soul, and if you didn't get born, you probably just reincarnated into another soul.
I mean, do you believe in?
Do you think different souls live through us today, or do you think everybody has a separate soul?
I would like to think that we're all separate, but
how do you not know in year 1050 there was a Ruben that talked and acted like you, but its idiosyncrasies, its personality was tuned in for the environment and the time age of that time it was living in, but it was exactly you.
So like a doppelganger?
Yes,
it look exactly like me.
I'm not even saying looks.
Like
I'm just talking about your whole personal and your whole mind, your soul.
Okay.
How do you not know 1,000 of you lived already, and you're just in this time period now?
That's a good theory.
I think
not one I
believe there's someone just like you with the same mindset, same everything, even different appearances, even like right now at this time.
And so that goes towards like my theory of there's different dimensions. Like there's probably another dimension that has this exact same podcast doing the exact same thing, but we're probably drinking Bud Light instead of fucking Dos Equis. Or
not Patron.
Or he's on this side, I'm on that side, and you're on that side. You know what I'm saying?
He's a cow. He's a cat. I'm a dog. That's
what I believe in. That there's so many
parallel universes.
Just an infinite amount, an infinite amount of possibilities.
And it's crazy because like there's a simulation theory.
I'm a little far fetched on the simulation theory just because I don't really see too much evidence. I'm a firm believer in science. Science is the most true thing that we can actually just hold on to. Besides religion and spirituality,
there is a fine line that draws through science and spirituality. And you know what they call it when scientists reach that line? You know what they call it when they don't know the answer?
What is that?
They call it beyond the scope of science. That's a term they use. It's said
like in between.
They say they get to a brick wall. They're like, that's beyond the scope of science. And so where does spirituality lie? You know, It's almost like we're just trying to put an answer to things that probably already exist, but we don't know how it's work. All this scientific shit, all this data, all these hypotheses could all not mean shit if at the end of the day we could all easily know the truth by accessing it through spirituality, meditation, eating right. Really, really. But I think we're too far gone because it would take another 10,000 years for all of us to be vegan, or not even vegan. I mean, I don't believe in veganism, but be healthy, eliminate all processed foods, eliminate the phthalates, the plastics in the water, be on pure minerals and everything in our bodies. Let's just say something happens. Okay, like AI. What if AI makes the world a better place? Let's just say AI runs and ruins and destroys humanity, right? Mm-hmm. But let's just say that don't happen till 100,000 years later. Let's just say in those 100,000 years, AI develops softwares and gets smarter like a Jarvis to help us like in Wakanda. She has those run the data to see if we can save this man. What if we get to that point and it helps humanity? Then we get to a point where we can alter our DNAs, be younger, and we don't have to worry about that processed foods or be healthy. AI will figure all that out for us to be almost immortal because they're already talking about that immortality. So what if AI could bring that into us, or maybe download our consciousness and
they're already talking about
it. Bring us into
another body.
That's crazy.
But I'm saying this is what I'm getting at. Let me finish before I forget.
My bad.
What if we're on this trajectory? Then what if we reach generation level 2, civilization 2, where we get to inhabit other planets? AI, with the help of AI, and we're at this ancient civilization, then that's when AI takes over. But I'm saying, what if during that time that AI helps us get to this perfect specimen, this perfect biological species of a human with our soul intact, with the bodies we're in, and we get to what if, okay, listen, what if we reach with the help of AI, we reach peak Christ conscious, peak full access of the brain performance, and we actually get to see what we really are through spirituality, not through science. But science helped us get to pure answers through spirituality. But AI knows that once we have them answers, that we're gonna get rid of the outside world and AI, and that's when AI takes over us.
That's scary.
It ain't gonna happen in our time.
Yeah, I was about to say it's gonna be a while.
But something to think on. I mean, it's on its way. I can definitely see it's on its way with, OpenAI. I can already see OpenAI fucking thousands of years from now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And I'm saying like that because people's like,
the beginning of OpenAI.
It's a topic where people freak out. It's like, oh, AI. Everybody's thinking of Terminator off the rip. We joke around about it, but honestly, I don't see shit happening until thousands of years.
Yeah.
There's still room for us to
this
develop and evolve with
I'm-
this technology.
No, we're definitely seeing the beginning.
You
of it.
know what we're seeing right now? We're seeing what our past generations seen technology evolve. Our grandparents, imagine how grandparents felt when they first saw the first big boxy phones that used to come in cars. And they're like, where's this going? Like, this feels weird. It feels different.
Mm-hmm.
Next thing you know, 20 years later, we got iPhones.
I don't know though, because I feel like
But I'm saying we
are more advanced than we were 50 years ago.
No, it's the same though. Like, they're seeing a new technology emerge and they're like, this feels like it's different.
Yeah, but
so we're feeling that right now.
the
There hasn't been any technology since then that we felt that it was going to be groundbreaking.
I don't feel like their perspective.
Not yet.
I don't feel like their
Not yet.
I don't.
So AI?
Yeah.
I don't feel like their perspective back then was, robots are finna take over or AI is finna, because that was basically the beginning of technology. I don't really think they were just like, man, AI is finna run the world.
There's a book out there. There's a book out there that was written in 1920 talking about exactly what's happening now and talking about AI taking over.
For real?
Yes.
Yeah, because we
Gotta
were
read
figuring
that
out
book.
all these metals and when was it when we found electricity? What was that?
Electricity?
You're taking us back to who wants to be a fifth grader.
No, I'm just saying.
Who's smarter than
Benjamin Franklin, right? I mean, not Benjamin. I'm fucking Thomas Jefferson.
That's not Benjamin Franklin.
Flew to Kai. He discovered electricity, but he didn't make the light bulb.
Thomas
Edison made the light
made
bulb.
that light bulb.
Ripped off Nikola Tesla, honestly, but
Conspiracy theory?
Yeah, it's conspiracy.
Conspiracy. We weren't there, so we can't talk
I
about
forgot
it.
where I was going with that. I fucked up.
Yeah, we fucked you up.
Yeah.
You were saying, so when did we figure out electricity? You're not gonna think of it.
Yeah, it's gone.
I don't even know when we figured out electricity. I know one thing though, this whole open AI shit though. Definitely the beginning of it. Definitely
You see something
with the whole GPT-4 and everything. There's a whole new GPT-5 coming out this year.
What is that again?
It's an AI. It's what it is. It's AI.
Is that like that same thing Joe Rogan them used to talk to and ask a question?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Okay. I really don't.
You fucking see that what AI made. It remade the whole Joe Rogan Experience podcast, bro, with Sam Altman on there.
They have more with Donald Trump and
it looks so real. It looks so real, man.
you know what's
so crazy?
It's crazy, bro. They got Drake.
They got Drake's voice.
They got Drake's voice rapping to Munch. They got Rihanna covering. They got Rihanna's voice
doing that, bro.
But they got Rihanna's voice covering like a bunch of songs, like Adele songs,
Beyonce
exactly
songs, like her.
But what's giving it the command to say, "Hey, do this"?
You just program. You tell it to do it. Like you could tell. You could type in,
"Okay,
hey, write a 5,000-page essay in Shakespeare with John Cena's voice."
And it's gonna do exactly that.
Okay, so since you said that,
in a style, or you be poetic like Shakespeare using John Cena's voice in a style that Dave Chappelle would tell comedy in, and it would do it.
Okay,
through data.
But like you
that.
said, you told this AI to or whatever it is to write an essay, and How does where's this gonna go with like college when you don't have to write your essays no more? You just go to this.
That's exactly. They already have.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's crazy.
I
Like,
wanna
what's
say-
the point of school anymore if that's gonna be a thing?
I want to say that
It goes to the chip.
I've seen.
Oh, okay.
I've seen that they're making. there's gonna be no longer employees no more. It's all gonna be
Where?
fucking robots giving you your food.
iRobot.
You know,
What?
have you seen the McDonald's they have now? It's all robot generated.
What?
You don't have to no employees. No employees, just all robot hands getting your order.
Is this in the States?
It's in the United States, yes, but I don't know where.
Is it?
Yes.
I thought it was in China or something. Or no?
Negative. I want to say it's like somewhere
I gotta get one of them
close.
too.
Yes.
Somewhere close. But yeah, I mean, it's
crazy.
beginning to become something like that, bro. And honestly, you know, I think we're gonna be alive to see a lot of it.
We're gonna see it.
If we stay alive till we're
may-
about 100 years old, we're gonna see a lot of shit go down, bro.
Even to 60 is gonna be a lot. Like my grandpa,
Bro,
and, like,
imagine what your grandpa, my grandpa think of what technology is today. They're probably like, what the fuck? Like, what is this shit?
it's crazy. My grandpa doesn't even own a phone. He still uses his house phone.
My grandpa used a flip phone. That's it. Simple. Like,
My grandpa can't even use a flip phone.
So check this out.
That's wild.
So this says scientists claim humans will be able to upload consciousness onto computers by the end of this year.
I was gonna point that out. I remember
Wow.
reading an article on that.
They said it's 100% chance. So I think what they're saying is that, you know, it's not going to be you like Black Mirror, another version. It's not going to be your pure soul duplicated into. I want to say they're saying that maybe every time you've ever used a device and talked to, that it could be programmed and maybe goes off of your cloud, goes off of your algorithm and who you were.
So I can't access my memory from
Your
when I
past life.
was a kid.
Probably
When I was
not.
5 years old.
Maybe not. I mean, I don't know.
It's your conscience, though. It's literally what we've been thinking our whole life.
You know what's crazy? Because your brain is like waves. Your brain is electricity. So what if it can gather that? Like this is however much gigabytes of RAM.
Well,
you know,
well,
this is your memory
I'm
card.
gonna ask each and every one of y'all.
All right, let's go.
When can you think of when you started having a conscience? Like when?
How far back can you remember?
Yes. So one day we just woke up with a conscience, right?
Yes.
We weren't. I know you can't think back to when you were born, like coming out the womb. So it's like, when did we just wake up and we're like, oh shit,
Self-aware.
I start remembering now.
I think it hits around the age 8 between 12 when you actually realize like what are we?
When do you actually remember?
Mine
like,
is
your childhood.
5 years old.
Like 5 years old, you can
Mine's
still like
pretty
remember
young.
like a party or something.
Yeah, I
or
can remember all
some
of
type
it.
of memory.
You can remember memories, but when or you
I can remember
self-aware
feelings.
saying like I shouldn't feel this way or
Oh, like
yes,
that.
like self-aware. Being
Self-aware,
sentient.
nah,
when do
I
you
don't
think
know.
you were sentient?
Right.
Sentient is knowing that you have emotions.
Right.
I don't think I was self-aware to maybe like 14,
Exactly. That's what I'm
14,
saying.
15.
When you get to that point, because that goes into saying if Revelations is true and the kids go up that doesn't know right from wrong, that doesn't, like, they're not sentient, they don't know their real feelings, they don't know what's true and false, they don't know what they're doing is wrong, and they choose to do it anyway. You know, they're just existing.
yeah. Just
So
in the world.
when was that point where it switched for y'all? Mine, I can recall, it was about 11 or 12, and I was driving in the car. I wasn't driving. I was in the backseat of a car, staring into the sky. Weird feeling came over me, and I recall this to this day. Weird feeling came over me. I'm like, what happens when we die? I'm like, I'm talking to myself, all these questions, like, what is this? What happens when we die? Like, why don't I have a mom and dad? Like, why am I here right now? What is this? And I'm like, what really is this?
Man,
I'm
that's
talking to myself.
crazy. That's crazy. I had that same experience.
You had that same experience,
Where
and
I
that's
just
when it
kept
hit.
questioning. I just kept
Yes,
questioning.
you're questioning. I'm like, what is this? And then it was weird. Like I almost felt like I was gonna evaporate. Like I didn't exist no more. I was like, what?
trippy.
Like what is this? What is this? I just kept saying like, what is this? Like why am I here right now? Because you're just only existing and living your life until that point. You're like,
Yeah,
And then
you
I'm
don't
just
really
like,
know.
I'm just like, is this a dream? Like I wanted to say like, is this a dream? Like what am I doing? Like I have dreams, but like, is this real? Like what am I doing?
What age
That's
was that
crazy.
again?
It was somewhere around 10 to 12. I remember.
I had that same experience, bro.
You remember that feeling?
Like I was like, I would.
How old were you?
I was there. It was before high school, bro. So probably like 11, 12, 10.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
I was probably like, bro, like, where did we come from? And what is my purpose? Why am I here? Like,
what is all this? Yes, that's what I felt.
And I kind of got scared. Like I got nervous.
scared.
It
I
gave
got
me
scared.
anxiety. I'm like what's gonna happen after I die? Like what the fuck? What is this? What are we?
Y'all want to hear the age when I figured that out? I was 18.
For real? So you were living your life
19.
just not even worried about that?
Not about anything.
That's crazy.
The day I
bro.
found out I had cancer, I thought about the world after that. I was like, well, why do people die? What reason?
Makes sense too.
I remember talking to Ray the other day. I was like, bro, I'm becoming a minimalist. Like being more like on the minimal side of things. Like I don't need 100 pair of shoes. I don't need 100 pair of socks. I don't need 100 pair of drawers. I don't need all of this extra stuff.
Right.
And I don't know. I get I don't know. It's hard to really talk about.
Right.
I really don't like to put myself.
No, I get it, man. I know what you've been through.
It's just so much, bro.
It made you think, though. It made you think
Even
about
like
a lot
now,
of shit.
it gives me like the tingles, and it doesn't want to come out.
I mean,
it scares the fuck out of me.
you went through what a lot of people probably will never go through is, facing death, facing cancer.
I mean, I wasn't close to death at all. It was
to know that you had cancer though is like, it's scary.
I just remember me right when they told me, I was like, oh my God, like, do I get close to God now? Like, because I got away from like going to church and doing things like that. So I was like, oh, you know what? I can slack off of this. My dad had got deported. I can
recall when I had that feeling. When I had that feeling, I got really afraid of dying, and I leaned into being a Christian more. Yeah. When I was a kid, like I was scared to do sins. I was aware of doing sins. I was like, I'm gonna go to hell if I do wrong, because I was aware of it now.
Crazy. I've never felt like that.
And when I first found out, like when I was in that car ride, and I'm like, I would go to church years before that prior, but didn't think nothing of it. I'm just going to church. What's church? This is what we do as humans. But I didn't realize what was going on. And then I had that feeling of like, what the fuck is this? Oh, we all die. Oh, nobody knows what the fuck happens. So in my mind, I'm like, wow, this Bible stuff makes sense. I'm gonna go to hell if I sin. So I was like really like scared of my religion. Like I'm scared of the devil. That's what I believed in at the time. That was the truth.
That's wild. Yeah, I mean, I never got anything that young.
It's interesting to think about. Yeah. Just the whole, whenever you just gathered conscience one day, you just woke up and were like, "What the fuck are we?" It's
scary until you realize, okay, we gotta live regardless.
I mean, honestly, bro, like the one true thing is death. You can't escape it. Like, and everyone knows that
it's gonna happen,
no matter what. You can't fucking you ain't gonna be here. I'm not gonna be here. He's not gonna be here. Our kids aren't gonna be here
unless the AI get here soon enough.
Unless we find a cure for immortality,
we gonna get there. We're not gonna be alive for it, but we gonna get there.
Then
it's crazy. Then on that movie Transcendence, you seen it with Johnny Depp?
Pretty good.
It has to do with artificial intelligence, man. He downloads his consciousness into a computer, and the AI, and he figures out. So his consciousness goes into the computer, right?
Yeah.
And then boom, he has access to the whole internet. So he figures out ways to advance the world. So in like 5 years, he speeds up the world. Living in a computer, he speeds up the progression of civilization in like 5 to 10 years. Then he gets to a point where they biologically use nanotech to make bodies, and he produces, with his DNA, he built his own body again, and he put his soul back in himself again.
We're almost there.
And that's what they could be talking about. Transcendence.
Would you
movie.
do it though?
Man, there was a movie,
of course,
something like that, where he like took himself out of his body, and then was it a dude? I think it was
Transcendence.
No, it was Chappie.
Oh, Chappie. Yeah,
like that.
I've never seen that movie.
Do you know who the director of Chappie is?
Who?
Christopher Nolan.
No, it's the guy who made Elysium.
M. Night Shyamalan. I don't know. I'm just naming directors at this point.
No, but it's the guy who made Elysium.
I don't know.
Remember we talked about Elysium?
Definitely watch Chappie.
Michael Bay.
Remember where you were talking about the Jetsons and Flintstones? And I told you that they have the other world up there and the poverty lives on the ground?
That's cool. I thought there was something in there.
I'm gonna name another one. You're gonna give me.
It's not. I don't know who the fuck.
Come on, you're asking me like I should know. You don't even know. I don't know.
I was just telling you that.
I just know Matt Damon plays and it's a badass movie.
Nah, for real though.
What's your favorite Adam Sandler movie?
My favorite Adam Sandler?
Okay, would you say Adam Sandler is over Jack Black?
Ooh.
Black's a
Like,
bad one, bro.
Different realm, bro.
Fuck no, they're both comedians. I mean, they both do comedy movies.
But Adam Sandler makes his
Styles
own.
are different.
Fuck no. They have the same style
Nah.
of fucking movie.
I mean, they're both funny, and they're all
yeah,
both
it's all.
funny. It's
It's,
comedy,
they're both in a
Same
comedy movie genre.
say-
genre. Yeah,
I'd say Adam Sandler has more of a legacy.
because of his cast and everyone he has on his movies all the time.
Right.
I want to say Adam Sandler probably has more movies, but Jack,
More money.
nah,
Boy,
bro, this Super Mario movie just put Jack Black over the fucking top.
Yeah, but I mean, I think Adam Sandler signed a $500 million deal with Netflix just to do Netflix movies.
I mean, Sandler is fucking stupid rich. I'll give you that. Sandler is super rich, but we don't know how rich Jack Black is. But I can assume he's pretty fucking wealthy. I mean, it's not like he doesn't have a cinema background.
Top 5 Adam Sandler movies for y'all, and we're not including their cast. Like, we're not gonna talk about a Joe Dirt movie. That's still Happy Madison, but we're talking about strictly Adam Sandler starring movies.
He's a star.
Top 5.
I feel like we're all gonna have the same.
I mean, we can have the similar. I'll go first. I'll name my first. My number
You're
one.
gonna steal literally all of ours. Watch.
more than likely.
My favorite
Go ahead.
Adam Sandler movie is Click. Number 1.
Okay. Can I go?
It's a great movie.
Can I go now?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Billy Madison. Classic.
Classic. That didn't make my top 5, but I love it.
Really?
Yep.
You are smoking crack.
Uh,
If Billy Madison didn't make your top 5. What's your?
What
Go
do you
ahead.
What
Go
was
ahead.
that? What was that one? I forgot what the name of it, but it's where he has a son or whatever.
That's
Big
my
Daddy.
boy.
Big Daddy.
Big
Big Daddy.
Yeah, Big Daddy.
The fuck is That's My Boy? See, I never heard of that one.
I've heard of that. That was a good one too.
Yeah.
That's
All
a
right, go
good
ahead.
one. That's a
So
really good one.
next on my list, so my number
We're gonna
2.
see if we can keep going.
Yeah, next on my list, my number 2 is The Longest Yard.
All right.
Oh yeah.
It's all right. That didn't make my top 5.
What? You're crazy.
Would you say? Okay, so you got. What'd you say?
I have Click and
Longest
The
Yard.
Longest Yard.
All right. So I have Billy Madison. And I'm going Happy Gilmore.
Okay.
Another classic.
It's
Pretty generic answers.
Fuck no, those are great movies. Go ahead, Nick.
Is Little Nicky?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's like my number one.
That's
for
good.
sure.
That's good.
That's my boys 3 for me.
Never seen it. Honestly, can say I've never
That's a
seen
good
it.
one.
He has sex with his teacher at 12 years old. Has a son.
He said, "Oh my god,
His-
oh my god."
His son grows, he's the worst father ever. It's hilarious. But that movie's
Don't sound
amazing.
good.
Man, I forgot all about the Zohan. That didn't make my top 5.
You can have it. I
No,
got
I
a
don't
good one
like
for
that.
you.
Go
I got a
ahead.
great
Oh,
one
yeah,
for you.
that's
I got one that
Zohan.
slept on.
Which one?
50 First Dates.
That's my 4.
That's a good one.
It's a fucking banger right there.
Yep. Oh, that didn't make mine.
Pan Clark's.
That didn't make mine.
All right, go ahead, Nick.
I don't think I have another one, man. I don't really.
Dig in there.
Come
Adam
on.
Sandler.
Come on, Adam Sandler, bro.
I got it.
Oh, no, that's not Adam Sandler.
I really enjoy watching the Grown Ups though. I
Okay,
like
that's
those guys,
good.
the
I
Grown
mean,
Ups.
there's sequels.
Big star in there.
Good.
I'll take it.
Is that's a happy?
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely have
Kevin James. You got Chris Rock.
Yeah,
and David Spade.
David Spade. All of them.
Oh, you're missing a good one.
All right, my
I'm
fourth.
gonna hit you with it. You're gonna be like, "Fuck, I should have got it."
My fourth. 8 Crazy Nights.
Great.
I don't
Probably
think
one
I've
of his
seen
best
that one.
cartoons.
Come on now.
That's a great movie. Great
Come on
Christmas
now.
movie.
Come
Great
on.
Christmas.
Hanukkah.
Great. I mean Hanukkah. Christmas
Hanukkah.
vibe though. Christmas vibe.
Fucking 8 Crazy Nights is amazing.
All right. You ready for mine?
Go ahead.
Waterboy. Gotta go, Waterboy. Come on, we sleeping, Waterboy, man.
Oh,
Go ahead and hit him.
Remember that time?
Go ahead and hit him with it, man.
Remember that time Bobby Boucher and tackled that dude and made his helmet fall off?
But that is the funniest movie I've ever seen in my life.
Remember me that time when Bobby Boucher shut up in the halftime to Round in one of my night championships?
Bro, that shit is so funny, man. That is a funny ass movie.
I love Waterboy.
You got another one for us,
Next.
Nick? You got another one for us? I think I'm running out right now.
We got one more.
You got one more?
Yeah,
You got
for the fifth.
This bitch.
Yeah, I had a list.
We don't have shit.
No, I don't think I have anything.
I don't know. I think I'm lost too. What do you got?
I had Lil Nicky as my fifth.
Nah, fuck that.
I
What's
gotta think of
one?
another one. Okay, Easy, The Wedding Singer.
Have y'all ever seen Uncut Gem?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's a banger.
I'm talking about
Bro.
comedies though.
No, we're talking Adam Sandler movie.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, yeah, that's a good one.
Uncut Gem was
Okay.
fucking amazing.
The Cobbler.
It's good. The what?
Cobbler, you never seen that?
Netflix. He has another one. Do Over.
Yeah.
Do Over.
Oh, the do over.
And there's another one I think.
Oh, Game Over. That one's a good one. Now, what about that?
Pixels.
The Pixels.
Pixels.
It's a good one.
No. The other one where he dresses up as his sister or a girl or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Forgot what that one was called. But there's You Don't Mess with the Zohan. And there's another one that's just like kind of similar to that one, but I forgot what it's called.
Ray Pimion is really good. Billy Madison. What's it? Is that the car, right? His little brand. The Wrong Missy.
Oh, the Wrong
Oh,
Missy.
Happy
really
Gilmore
good
Productions.
movie.
With David Spade.
Man,
Which one?
The Wrong
He
Missy?
put me on.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, that's funny.
That's a good one.
So good.
That is a good
I
one.
feel like we're missing one good one though.
Look it
Oh,
up.
you said 51st Dates.
Adam Sandler. There's more. His background is more to this.
Than just them like.
Want to bring up his movies?
Yeah, go ahead and bring up his movie. See what we missed.
Yeah, let's see what we mixed. Talk
I feel
amongst yourself.
I feel like there's some older ones that we're not bringing up. They're
definitely-
stuck in there. They're just not coming out.
Anger Management.
Oh, Anger Management's a
fuck.
good
Anger
one.
Management.
Hustle, that basketball movie
I
thing.
didn't watch that, but I heard,
Oh, you did it?
that is
That's a good one. Mm-hmm.
Oh, him and Aniston have a lot of movies too.
I never seen
Jack and Jill, that's
Sandy
the one I was talking about.
Wexler. Oh yeah.
Oh, and
Where he
then the-
plays his sister.
And then the one where him and Kevin James play a gay couple. I forgot what that one was
Oh,
called.
I was gonna put that one. Chuck and Larry. I was
There
gonna
you
say that
go.
one
There
too,
you
bro.
go.
I that was gonna make my top 5, but I put Lil Nicky in it. I was gonna be Chuck and Larry 5th.
Chuck and Larry's good.
Yup.
I think we got all of them though. Just go with it or blended.
Mm-hmm. Oh, dude, Hot Chicks is amazing. But Adam Sandler is on there, but it's not his main
not
star movie.
I
He's
think
the one that
Ross-
he's,
I think
he's the one that
Ross-
says, he's the one that says you can put your weed in there.
Mr. Deeds. We're missing Mr. Deeds.
Mr. Deeds is a
Mr.
classic,
Deeds.
yo.
Mr. Deeds.
Then we covered him.
But I think we did get most
Yeah.
of the good ones though.
Covered him. Oh, blended again with
Drew Barrymore.
Drew Barrymore. Yeah, I never seen the. Yeah, I did see the Do Over.
Do-Over.
Nobody was a Hotel Transylvania guy.
I didn't know he played in that.
Oh, you did?
Never
Yeah, he's
knew
a
that.
Dracula.
Yeah.
I know that neither.
Yeah, we covered him, guys.
Oh, the Zookeeper.
but he's not in that. I mean,
Oh, that's not him?
no, that's Kevin James, right?
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
I thought he was in that.
he might be in it, but I know it's
Not the
Kevin
star
James.
of it?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, Chuck and Larry was good. Chuck and Larry, man.
Dude, Adam Sandler makes so much money but would dress like a hobo. That's what
He don't need to dress like shit when he got all that money.
that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't.
That
And
just,
I feel-
but
I
that
feel- see, look,
him, J. Cole, a Jay-Z that's billions. You know, they could dress how they want. Like that just goes to show you, it's like, what are we doing? You know, buying the things that we like to try to impress other people. At the end of the day, it's like we like it. We're human. We like what we like, and we like what's nice. We like what's trendy. But at the same time, that shit doesn't matter.
Okay, so would you say fashion is overrated?
Fashion is for a life cynical point. It doesn't mean a goddamn thing.
It shouldn't
if
mean a
you're
goddamn
in
thing.
nice shoes and designer clothes trying to fucking hunt. What are you gonna do in a forest with nice shoes and a designer belt and a designer shirt?
Can't sell that
You're
shit.
gonna fucking starve, so you better get them clothes dirty and go fucking eat, or you die.
Yeah.
And now it
So-
comes down to that.
So fashion overrated?
It's a product of society. It's a product of living in the fucking. We adapt to our habitat.
I feel like, bro,
We're adapting
the
to
shit,
this illusion that
the
we're trying
shit
to
that
show.
Kanye
Illusion,
be wearing, the shit that Kanye be wearing, be looking like some fucked up shit.
But
And
that's
like,
really more for a look, bro, so he can get more attention onto like that's more of like a clickbait type shit. I gotta
just
wear
feel
this
like-
so I can get this.
It's
this
all
view.
driven by self ego in this world.
Okay,
Right.
yeah.
But we all might get to the point. History repeats itself. Tight skinny jeans are in. Fucking baggy pants are in. This baggy shirt's in. Tight pants. Tight
Well, I feel
shirts are
like-
in.
Same thing with
So,
music.
but what I'm saying is, we might all get back to that point where you're gonna start seeing people in robes out here during Jesus times again.
like togas.
Togas, bro.
I don't think it'll get
I
that
don't know.
far.
I
never
don't think
know.
we're there yet.
I mean,
We don't know. We don't.
No,
know.
I don't think we're there yet.
That's why
Nick.
the
don't give in.
That's
to
why
it.
a good argument, like how we evolved from apes and lost hair, and eventually they say in thousands of years we're not gonna have toes at all no more. Toenails,
Yeah,
because of
of
we
the
wear shoes,
shoes, yes.
and we'd have no reason to protect our toes.
So our
anymore.
bodies keep evolving, and we're not
Evolving.
gonna have toes.
Think about it, and let's just say AI helps humanity. We don't have to work anymore. We get food on a daily basis. We put the right things in our body because of AI. Then we could just our muscle structure might deteriorate. The next thing you know, we're fucking looking like gray aliens. What if AI helps us create embryos inside of a machine and we don't need to reproduce no more? Take away everything that makes us human, we become an alien.
Right.
What if we evolve to the
become,
alien?
we become nothing. They make the aliens. They use us.
And what if with a neural chip or something,
Yeah.
we all become a hive mind? We all
Yeah.
become one soul.
Man, I hope if this reincarnation shit is true, I can reincarnate and go back into the future and experience that. The whole AI shit and what it's gonna be. In
I would have to say
years.
I don't think I believe in time travel. Not one bit. I don't think it's ever possible.
Why?
Not even if the whole you build a time machine and you can only go back. You can't go back.
But you can go
further than
forward.
the time that the machine was created.
Yeah.
Right. Not even that theory.
Mm-mm. Because well, that is the theory because there's no grandfather paradox in that theory,
The hypothesis.
right?
I mean, I guess, but there have been multiple. Well, I won't say multiple cases of time travel, but there have been like a lot of theories that can back up. That can back up time traveling.
There still is grandfather paradox theory inside of that. So let's just say in year 1995, a time travel machine was invented, right? That we don't know about.
Yeah.
And let's just say in year 2050, I somehow accessed that time machine, but the furthest I could go back is 1995. And I pop out in 1995. I could go to the day I was born, chill there for a year, wait till I'm 1 year old. What if I kill myself? How would I ever get to the point of going back in time to see myself again? It doesn't exist. Time travel can't exist because if I kill myself, then where does life and time even exist or start at?
I feel like you just disappear.
I wouldn't be disappeared because I would never be there from the beginning if I would died.
I don't know. It's trippy.
That's why time travel does not exist.
I mean, I don't know if you know about that. There was a flight a while back that just disappeared all of a sudden. It disappeared.
The Malaysia flight?
The MH370?
And then it came, and then it finally it came back, and all the people were on there.
No, you talking about that movie that Netflix show?
I don't
what's that show?
Manifest?
Manifest. You're not talking about that. I mean, you're probably talking about the Malaysia flight, but Manifest is definitely based off of that.
The Malaysian Airlines never came back. Like
never came back.
They were never solved. Never nothing.
You're talking about one that did come back?
I mean, I don't know for exact. I just heard it from someone.
Sounds like Manifest.
It does sound like Manifest. I'm pretty sure Manifest. I'm pretty sure Manifest got that theory from the Malaysian Airlines.
So what's the Malaysian Airlines? Give me a rundown on that.
Okay, so Malaysian Airlines is probably one of the most mysterious occurrences that happened in aviation history.
I'm just not aware of it.
So
I'm not aware either. I'm just hurt.
So basically, one night there's a Malaysian airline, right? They're traveling from Kuala Lumpur to Beijing, China, right? Okay, so somewhere in the middle of that, they're halfway there. All of a sudden, they disappear off radar, right? Go ghost. They're not on the radar no more. No one knows what the fuck happened. Not even the Malaysian people, right? So word gets out. They don't know where the fuck this at. Obviously, they feel like it's crashed.
What year was this?
2014. 2014 is when I
recent.
feel like
that's the one
I feel like that's when it happened. So
yeah.
So there's many theories to this day, and this case is still unsolved to this day. Many theories that try to figure out what went down. A lot of people say that the Americans were involved. A lot of people say that there was hijackers, and there's people that say that there's the pilot was involved.
So where did it go though?
So the saying goes, like I said, there's many theories. Yeah. One I'm more fixated on is the interception theory, and basically, I feel like we were involved in some type of way. I feel like we jammed their signals, right? Because there was this type of equipment on the plane that we didn't want to get to China.
That was our motive. I was about to say, what's our motive?
I feel like that there was the motive right there because they say, okay, so they say
technological advances,
bro, like jam their whole signal, right? America's badass, bro, and I feel like they have shit up their sleeve all the time.
But what was getting carried to China?
There was this electronic equipment, technology equipment that we didn't want to get to China. So
it's another race to the moon.
So what they do is try to intercept the plane and redirect it, but it failed. So they shot it down, missiled that bitch, and it went in somewhere into the China Sea, South China Sea.
So it was over water,
but
pitch black.
Okay, so the whole time this is all going on, right? The Malaysian prime minister is telling the Malaysian people, "Oh, it went down. Hijackers took it. Whatever the case may be."
That's the story.
Straight lie to them. Lie to their face, right? Because because days later they figure out that the plane took a turn. They see signals going. It said that it
Off
took
course,
a turn, right?
Off course of where it was supposed to be going.
Right.
On course on.
They said that the communication signals from the other places can catch frequencies that there's another plane somewhere around.
Wow.
So they lost signal, right? And then they feel like they turned left. Basically, they turned left.
Right.
So
Got
they
off
turn-
track.
So they turned left, right?
Why did they pick up a signal here if it's supposed to be on this trajectory?
Exactly. They think the company Inmarsat they feel like it's to blame because they're part of the telecommunications behind all that, and they feel like they tampered with where they showed where they were at. You know, they feel like they fucked with it, so they feel like they're involved in some type of way.
That who's involved?
Inmarsat, the telecommunications
Got
that tracks all that.
They're in cahoots.
Yeah, that they're
on everything.
tracking all of it, you know.
Right.
So really, there's just so many theories behind it, and you know, I'm more just reading articles and doing my research on it. I just feel like we were kind of involved, and we're trying to cover it up, and
Very
And
well
to this
so.
day, there's been no evidence. There's been debris that have washed up.
Nah.
Oh, so
But-
there is debris.
There's been debris that's
Okay.
washed up, but
Okay.
look, it washed up in a whole different part of the ocean compared to where we feel like it would have went down at.
So could it all be conspiracy and it's just a thing where it could have went down and currents dragged this shit?
Well, we're
where it took-
talking over 46,000 square miles of ocean.
Yeah, that's true.
We're talking big.
Why is it there when
wide-
it should be here?
And they say somebody placed it there. Somebody, because it's confirmed
trying
that
to
it's
cover
from-
up a murder type shit.
But look, another theory goes that Russia was involved. Okay, so there's another.
Russia always has their hands in everything.
There's another plane, MH17, same Malaysian airline.
What the hell?
They get shot down by Russia.
So it just gets
Soviet-
more and more and
The
more.
Soviets shoot it down, and they crash somewhere in Ukraine, right? So now they're thinking, did the Soviets shoot down MH370?
Right.
Did they have something to do with it? So they go and search the oceans, 46,000 square miles, the Indian Ocean, right, to go look for this debris.
Right.
They find nothing until this one explorer from USA is like, oh, I found something, and you know, it's like, who put it there? Somebody put it there. There's no way that that's actual piece from MH370. So you know, it's just so.
So
it's
is it a possibility that this item that they were transferring to China either
It contains something
got-
that USA
but no-
didn't want China to have.
but is it a possibility that it disintegrated and it's gone, or they have it?
Could be, because when they lost radar, they were in what's considered no man's land, where they're just by themselves, nobody around in the sky.
What if it's element B115, that fucking element that Bob Lazar said that they used to the
What-
anti-gravity fucking element?
we're all gonna fucking
What-
die tomorrow?
What if it was aliens? Is there a conspiracy
A
on that?
body?
No, there was.
Okay, I wanna hear that.
No. I mean, there wasn't there during the whole thing that was going on.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, the Malaysian Prime Minister wasn't giving them no answers.
Yeah.
There's a guy that hasn't seen his family since. They don't. All they tell him is, we don't know. Like we don't have no answers for you because we don't know what happened. And to this day, it's a cold case. No one knows what happened to Malaysian Airlines. So I mean, people say
I'm gonna
aliens.
look into that. Like,
So like the Bermuda Triangle had nothing to do with this?
Oh no, I think they're far away
way
from
different,
Yeah,
huh?
far away from the Bermuda Triangle.
That's a wild little
Right.
conspiracy there too. Like what the fuck is going on there?
It's just so many theories,
and it's so recent, right?
Nothing's
recent.
adding up. Nothing's adding up at all because the people who are trying to cover it up, the government, aren't even answering your
Right.
questions. So it's like they just don't want us to know what.
Unless
the
you
fuck
got
is really going
Q clearance and you're in this fucking government, societies, organization, secret service type thing, you're not gonna know. And even those people in those realms, most of those people don't know. It takes a certain level of degree for you to even know what the fuck is going on.
if a comet was to hit the
know.
Earth,
I think
wouldn't know.
I think people would know last minute.
like, yeah, I mean, when you see it, you're like, oh yeah, well, we're gonna die.
Yeah. Well, Nick, let's ask you a series of questions.
Let's go.
Before we end this podcast, we could just fire off. I'm gonna fire off some questions for you,
right,
so we
let's
can get
go.
to know you a little bit, man.
All right.
It's your first time here, and you're gonna probably drop in a lot more. Hopefully, we see you more.
I hope so. Hope so too, Nick.
Yeah, we can all answer these. You can answer these if you want to, Ruben.
I will.
So Nick, What is the best meal you have ever eaten?
The best meal?
That you can recall. Have you ever eaten a best meal?
Man, I don't know what exactly. There was some type of enchiladas that my aunt had made me a while back. It's probably the best meal I've ever had. Like homemade meal it was like some red enchiladas with rice and some beans. It was pretty fire. It sounds very basic, but the way she made it, it was just it tops anything I've ever eaten.
Okay. About you, Rubes? Can you recall a best meal?
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, man. I made some shit in prison that was some fire, bro.
What?
It was good, and I don't even want to go back, but like, bro, it's some good ass shit in there.
What was it? What concoction did you bring up in there?
It was some like just a little bit of everything.
Spread?
It was like rice.
A spread is your best meal?
I mean, no, I won't say that, but it was good. But fuck all that, because that food ain't compared to like out here.
But listen,
But it was good though, bro.
Your best
Like,
meal,
there's some good shit in there.
But listen, your best meal doesn't have to be the best tasting meal. It could be your best meal, how it affects you mentally and emotionally.
Fuck, I mean, McDonald's would be affecting me mentally.
Oh my God.
You can't go wrong with a McDouble. Let's be honest. McDouble, smack. McChicken, smack.
Okay.
Big Mac, and get that shit out my face.
Get out my face with that.
Fuck, I don't want all that shit.
I don't want 3 breads.
Fuck all that.
Come on now.
Come on, man. I want 3 breads.
Honestly, it's kind of hard for me. I would think maybe one day that I was like stupid drunk and needed to eat and something just smacked so hard. That's what I could think of.
I really do think like them frozen pizzas.
Oh man,
A1 when you're just super drunk. I swear.
I'm a fan of cold pizza. Do you like cold pizza?
Oh yeah,
I can eat cold pizza.
Cold pizza
it has
smacks.
to be. But it has to be from Pizza Hut.
Oh yeah, I don't know
Has
why
to
when
be.
Pizza Hut gets cold, it's like
It's
still
just-
good.
The sauce hits hard,
Right?
What?
That shit
I don't know what it
smacks.
is
Because it's never cooked. It's just
That's not. That
It's
shit's,
definitely
that
good,
shit's
bro.
good. I don't care. That shit's
gotta
good.
be the worst food for you.
All right, I got a question for you.
All right, go ahead.
All right, so I'm gonna play Would You Rather.
All right.
All right, let's do it.
All right, so would you rather smell like shit
Oh my God.
every day for the rest of your life, or have your significant other smell like shit for the rest of her life and you smell it? But the catch is, when you smell like shit, no one else can smell. I mean, you can't smell yourself, but everyone else can smell you. When she smells like shit, she can't smell herself, but everyone else can smell her. So would you rather smell like shit or have your significant other? And the catch is, you can't break up with her either, so she's with you forever.
Okay.
This is
What would
easy.
y'all do?
This is easy.
Go ahead.
We move the fuck away from everybody
You're gonna smell like shit wherever y'all go.
and I deal with her.
So she's smelling like shit.
No, I smell like shit. She's dealing with me. She can't break up with me either, right?
No. Y'all locked in forever.
And we move away from everybody. And we live on a fucking island by ourselves. And she's gonna have to deal with it. She's gonna have to live with fucking shit plugged in her nose forever.
You are gonna smell like shit every day.
She's gonna keep some wads plugged in her nose forever. And I'm gonna be like, hey, babe, you want to smell how good this food tastes right now? Let me go run 100 miles away from you, and then you can smell it. Let me come back. Plug your nose up before I get back, babe.
Imagine smelling like shit for the rest of your life.
I would smell like shit too though.
For real?
Yeah.
And just live with it?
Over my girl smelling
And
like
she's just gonna smell you every day,
Every
bro.
day.
She's gonna
She
smell
I
gotta
wouldn't be
live
able to
with
get bricked up, man.
Oh my god.
Yeah, if she stank, boy, I can't do it. I'd rather smell like
Oh
shit.
my god.
She not gonna care. She gonna be facing that way.
So y'all both would pick. Y'all would both smell like shit.
Ourselves, unselfishly. Like, I'm not gonna have. No, can't do that. Them smell like
I can't
shit.
do it, bro.
Can't do it.
No,
I agree. I don't think I could smell shit. But then that's good because you can't smell yourself. So,
Right.
so it's
It
like
sucks for them.
It's suck for
That's
them.
not.
It's gonna suck for them,
But that's not. Oh, that's the opposite of unselfish.
right?
That's the selfish.
You're being selfish because you don't have to
Yes.
smell yourself, but they do.
Yes. That's
I mean, you wouldn't know anyway.
You would feel normal.
No, but they have to live with it.
That's on them.
That's so selfish that you would say yourself. I mean, that's so selfish that you would say yourself,
Yourself.
so you don't have to smell it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucking dumb. I got a question for you, Nick.
All right, let's go.
What is one thing people would never guess about you?
Let me think. I guess like my personality is real different. Everyone looks at me like I'm just like a piece of shit.
So you say people just like underestimate
Yeah, who I am as a
who
person.
you are, judge a book by its cover. You think?
Yeah, all the time.
Well, I think that's what the question is saying. But what is that something? What is something that people won't guess about you? That's basically the question. If you get judged, if somebody judges the book by its cover, what is that something that stands out that nobody would guess?
How easy I am to talk to.
What they think you're like fuck boy off the rip type shit or what?
Not just that, just as a fuck person. Like I'm just some piece of shit.
You would say like you're like down to earth type shit or what?
Down to earth.
Would you say you're more friendly than like a dick?
No.
So you're more of a dick than friendly?
I wouldn't say I'm very equal on that end because I can read, everyone can read people. I mean, I don't know if everyone can, but I could definitely look at people and be like, oh.
Could you vibe with everyone? Like, can you vibe with every group of people?
Yeah, of course. Like the other day, I was chilling.
But I think to be nice, you can, but you wouldn't want to.
Want to all the time, can't. But
Right.
I'm very a nice person. I'm open to everyone until you do me wrong.
Right.
So what is that something that people want to guess about you? That you're an easygoing person?
Yeah.
Okay.
Really, just easy going. That's it.
What about you, Rube? What's something that people won't guess about you?
He got 6 toes on one foot.
You got 6 toes.
What's something people won't guess about me?
Mm-hmm.
That I'm an undercover athlete.
Exactly.
Oh, you're hidden athlete.
I'm a hidden athletic person under all this fat. I can like dribble a ball, and we used to play basketball a lot. And,
How
very
good
athletic.
is it? Like above average? Like you could just hop out there and play anything.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
all around.
Like-
I have great hand-eye coordination. Like I'm not like lanky and shit.
Somebody might look at your body type and be like, "He ain't gonna be
I'm
worth
not
shit."
picking him.
I mean, I'm gonna show y'all tomorrow what the fuck I got going on.
Okay.
So
No, I've seen it firsthand.
we used to play basketball for fucking 8 hours at the day.
We're not on the same team, by the way.
I know, man.
So get
I wish you
ready.
the best.
I feel that because I feel like I'm naturally an athlete too. You seen me, right?
But no one would guess that about you
Nobody
just by
guessed
looking
it,
at
yeah.
you, right?
No, I don't.
What about
think
me?
so.
What do you see? Do you see me as an athlete?
No,
Good.
I see you as
Yeah, you would have struck me as an
I
athletic
see you as
person.
a DJ.
Okay.
I see you as a taquache.
They got your kid
I see you being on the ranch.
on the ranch.
I have a
Chilling with my body.
I have a would you rather question.
What's
What's
up?
that?
Let's go.
It's kind of like Rubes, but would you rather be 400 pounds overweight and be with your significant other, or have them be 400 pounds and overweight?
They gotta be 400 pounds.
Nah, I gotta be 400. I'll
What?
take it.
What?
I'm not tripping.
You gonna die at 40.
But that's cool though. I can't be seen with a 400 pound, but like the other way around.
But you're a boss, like you're like
the way
hey.
around it's like kind of cute. Like, oh, like she's giving him a chance. That's so
She's
cute.
giving-
Like
They must have met in junior high.
he must have let himself go, but she still loves him. So that's why I would pick.
I think that's an easy answer. I think I would pick myself for sure.
What, for real?
I guess Nick's a chubby chaser. That's fine. I mean,
I'm not no. I mean, I love
girls
people.
BBW.
I love people, bro. But like, I just couldn't.
You
see
couldn't be
myself-
400 pounds.
No,
I mean, it's unhealthy as shit.
like you gonna be on a whole ass show.
Yeah, at that point, it's like I can eat whatever though. And y'all, well, it's like it's expected of
You gonna
me.
be eating whatever, and all that money's gonna go to a casket. Fuck that.
That's true. It's a big casket.
all right. I got 2 more series of questions before you
All right,
end
let's
everything. What is the go-to song you belch out in the shower?
But I can go too quick. Mine's sometimes Juice WRLD every time.
Definitely a Juice WRLD song. Maybe a Drake song. Maybe a Uzi song.
Uzi
Nah,
too.
probably Drake.
Uzi too.
So
Uzi
sometimes
too.
by Juice WRLD for
Juice
you.
WRLD and then Uzi. The way life goes for sure every
Okay.
time.
Okay. What about you?
Probably Juice WRLD. Probably gonna be
Robbery.
Righteous.
Righteous.
It's a
Yeah.
fucking banger.
Fucking love it.
I get hyped in the fucking shower.
Mine is definitely out of 2. It's Bohemian Rhapsody
Oh, it's a good one.
or it's Say It Ain't So by Weezer.
Weezer?
Yeah.
Not even a rap song.
Oh no. But remember, I'm not rap based at
So
all.
straight Weezer or
Weezer, Say It Ain't
Bohemian
So
Rhapsody.
or Bohemian Rhapsody.
Queen's really.
Queen. For sure, that's my go-tos.
Freddie Mercury.
All right, last question
All right, let's go.
before we leave them. Name something that is overrated And also name something that is very underrated.
I said one already. Overrated is fashion.
I like that. I like that. Now, what's your underrated?
Going to the movies by yourself. I feel like it's underrated.
I fucking love that answer, dude.
I feel like that's underrated, right? I feel like if you go to the movies by yourself, you're like, you fucking loser. Look at this fucking loser.
I like that answer.
Right? Going to movies by yourself. No one really just like praises that.
I also have to say I like that answer. I like the idea of it, but I've never done it.
Right?
Have you?
No.
So how do you know it's underrated? But you just feel like it is.
Well, just put yourself in that perspective. Put yourself as you go into the movies by yourself. You're like, I gotta invite somebody.
Yeah, well, let's do it and let's really get a perspective on it.
I feel like I'll be looked at as a loser.
Have you done it before?
How do you?
I mean, no, but you don't. You can think about how it would feel, and that's going to be the exact feeling you're going to get when you do it.
I've done it before.
Might be underrated, yeah, like you said.
I've
You already have this preconceived notion of like it's gonna suck, but
Yeah.
it might. You're seeing a movie. You're enjoying yourself.
That's true,
Yeah.
but you're by yourself. That's the.
It just
thing
seems like
about
a
it.
logical explanation of like it's not gonna be as bad as you think.
It's really not.
Yeah.
Bro. I've done it by myself.
Oh, you've done it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So we can speak on it, but it's a nice idea you throw out there. So what is your thoughts on that?
I mean, it feels better. Like you just.
Oh wow, so you are correct.
You're just by yourself.
You just don't have to. You don't worry about who's sitting next to you. I've set somebody right next to me, and I was by myself.
Cool.
You know who influenced me? John Paul.
Really?
John Paul was. I wanted. What did I go watch? He told me to go watch Creed by myself, but I didn't watch Creed. Fucking. What's that movie?
Scream.
Scream. I watched Scream. I think I told you. I didn't go. I didn't take one by myself. Bro, I watched Scream by myself
Wow.
in 3D, bro.
Wow.
Amazing.
Cool.
Amazing experience.
Cool experience. I was like, man, I'm scared. It was my first time. John Paul really influenced me.
This is my first time. So what is your answer?
You don't get
What is
it.
something that is underrated? I mean, what is something that is overrated, and what is something that is underrated?
Overrated. I think just having too much knowledge and like in media, that's overrated. Like I don't
Yeah.
need all that.
Yeah.
Because I'm doing a detox right now.
You're talking about being in the societal zeitgeist. You're talking about just like who gives a fuck about what's going on with anybody else's
Yeah,
problems.
I mean, it's cool to get into. I don't mind. Like it's just, it's
overrated.
So much into it. Like I know disrespect towards like the who is that? The no jumper stuff. How they get onto this, like this like this,
Right.
like hip hop shit. And, like,
But that comes down to
perform.
work, though.
Yeah,
It's
that
their
too.
work.
But like that's just people like
An
put their
average
life
goer,
into
an
that.
average goer that wants to spark a conversation is like you seen who Cardi B is fucking with now.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
hear
yeah.
shit like that. Oh,
Who
I heard it on
gives
this.
a fuck?
You know, like and that's so overrated. I don't like.
I can get
cool.
that.
That's
Oh,
cool.
I could get it for business purposes. You know what I'm saying? If you're running an Instagram account, you're running a blogging account. We started a podcast, to give somebody listeners something that they want to hear or something.
yeah.
I understand that,
So
but
get your studies up and get your talking points. You know what I'm saying?
so what about like a show you watch, like Game of Thrones? Like you're not fucking with people at a party. It's like, hey, bro, you watch Game of Thrones? Like you watched the Last of Us, bro? You're not into
haven't.
that? That's what I'm saying. So you're not in tune like that. You're like you don't give a fuck because it doesn't matter at the end of the day. Who gives a fuck if you watch the show or not?
But like, if I started with someone, obviously I'm gonna finish it. Or if I start
Trust me,
midway,
bro.
I'm gonna just get on my own.
There's more people like you than you think.
Right.
I'm not
right.
saying there isn't or is. It's just I like it, but there's just too many people that are just. Oh, you're not on this.
It's like
that's crazy.
their program.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So what is something that is underrated?
underrated, bro? Really, going for a walk.
I
Like
that.
a lot of people do not go on a walk. When I get
That's
home,
true.
when I get home, I sit in my car and I meditate.
I say I'm gonna do it. I don't do it.
I get in my car, I meditate. I was like, all right, I'm gonna walk to the stop sign and back. Every time I got off work, I've done that, and it feels good. Due to like, I leave my phone in my car, I leave my car on, and then I walk to like it's just a yield sign. I walk to the yield sign, I walk back. All right, I'm good. I'm ready to go inside now. Instead of just going inside and go get in the shower and then all right, I'm
People
going to
should
sleep.
do that more.
It's just you hearing the world around you, not just because I was in my car, listening to music. I was like, all right, whatever. Because I listen to a lot of lo-fi when I get home or like right when I get off of work.
Right.
It makes me, okay, it's time to relax, time to go to sleep. And so I let that go. I go on my walk and it just relieves you. And that's just, a lot of people don't really know how much stress you just went through a whole shift. You need to relieve that somehow, some way, whatever it is. It doesn't have to be walk. But I think walk is underrated.
No, I agree.
It doesn't have to be far. It just
100%.
walk around your house.
All right.
Walk around in your house.
What do you got for us, Ray?
I feel like something that is very overrated. It's a complementary, and it's a necessity, and it could be good and bad. But I feel like it is very overrated. I feel like makeup on women is very overrated.
Overrated, right? Them having
So
to wear makeup.
They praise that too much.
I feel like if more women embrace natural beauty, but I also love a girl that takes pride in their art and they do it. But at the same time, it's like it's almost not needed. Like we're animals, bro. Like we love females anyway. And if they learn to see themselves as true beauty, then that's attractive. Like a woman with a great mind and who they are and embrace who they are. And it just comes with confidence. Like, I just feel like makeup is overrated, but that could go as far as saying like, haircuts for us, lining up beards is overrated.
Because we feel like we needed to.
I mean,
it's an aesthetic, please, but I just feel like it's overrated because at the end of the day, if you take all of our shit away, take all of our self-care away, we're still going to love each other because it's all about love.
Right.
So I feel like all that's overrated, but that goes in with fashion.
But now, it's more of a visual, But
what I'm saying is, yes, it's overrated, but it's overrated for the purpose it's used now in today's society. An image projection thing that's overrated. Like a woman does not have to look like this. As a father of a daughter growing up, I don't want her to feel like she's not worth something because she don't live to these standards that they're projecting
or
in the
look
media
like
today.
this person. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Right. So I feel like it's very overrated. I hope we could change that.
All right, so underrated.
Underrated, I would say cold showers. It's very underrated.
Bro, those are great.
Cold showers are not fun, so do not take them.
Yeah, I take them because they're underrated. I like them, and I don't take them every day of the week, but they're very underrated because I just feel great after it. Just having that cold water hit the back of your neck.
I mean, I know there's benefits to cold water, but it's like fuck that, man. I can't.
But see, that's the thing. It's a difficult thing that you don't really want to do, but when you do it, it's almost like you accomplish something.
You know what's crazy? I've seen this person. He literally takes an ice bath every day. He's been doing it for over 100 days.
Yeah, people cold plunge.
He stays in there.
So much benefits to that.
And he's he's locked in, bro. He's fucking focused. Like, I'm gonna get through this shit. And like I said, there's a lot of benefits to it.
Right.
But fuck, bro. Like that's a sacrifice.
There's cold shock proteins. I mean, it's so beneficial for you because your body kicks into the fight or flight mode, and it starts pulling, all the excess and stored up fat that's stored away, and it's like, oh, you're dying, you're going into hypothermia type shit. Let's start giving you these calories. Boom, boom, boom. Let's give you these
overrated.
energy.
I think we all can agree on.
What's up?
Is the U.S. dollar. It is overrated.
I mean, Saudi Arabia is making that a point now.
It's overrated.
Everyone switched to country.
Are you just talking about currency alone or just the U.S. dollar?
Both. The U.S. dollar's out of there, bro. Fucking out of there.
Not yet, but
it's gone. It's gone.
I don't think so.
It's gone. We're all gonna have to switch to digital currency. Watch.
No.
You know why I don't think it's out of there?
Maybe not for middle class, but for the elite.
It's not about money. It's about a cultural influence. We're in a cultural war, and I feel like America holds all the culture.
It's not gonna matter when our fucking dollars don't mean shit.
Well, then we can stop sharing our culture with them.
Culture swayed the whole bro.
We need Trump back.
Saudi
in office.
Arabia is trying to be the next America, bro, but they can't because they got princes and shit. There's not a free country out there like America, and we're gonna win.
Free? A little speculation on that word. But I ain't gonna lie.
Go to another
I love
country.
This America.
Go to another country and live 20 years, and you tell me
that.
for free.
Fuck that. I ain't leaving America. I love America, but I'm just saying there's some fucked up shit here. But I ain't gonna leave this bitch.
I like how you ended the podcast that you're not an American patriot, and
They're gonna jump me.
I don't know where this guy was born at, but it's America.
Let me swim back.
What's something you want to leave to the audience before we head out, man?
Stay positive, man, because things can get hard.
Always leave with positivity,
and it's all temporary. Like recently, I was going through some stuff. I don't really tell too much people about what's going on with me, but you just gotta keep going because it can be worse. We could be living under a bridge or something, but we got a house over.
No, for sure.
I agree. 100%.
What about you, Rubes?
I mean, you couldn't have said it best, man. We need more positivity in this world to, be at peace. I'm not a fan of violence. I've never been a violent person. Not that guy to be big and bad. I just want peace, love, and we all can get along. And
get along, baby.
Bring the hippie era back.
Yeah, hopefully I can see that for a future in this life we live in.
Right.
For sure.
And the reason why I asked this is because I saw a quote from Usain Bolt over the week. He said, I trained 4 whole years to run 9 seconds. Some people don't see the results in 2 months and they give up.
Wow.
So be like Usain Bolt.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, it takes work and it takes who you are as a person to,
Bro, that was hard.
it's hard, right?
That was hard.
You know what I'm saying?
If you really think about what he just said. Bro.
Exactly.
Tat that on.
9
And
years
that's
to run
why
9 seconds.
he is GOAT tier.
That's why he's
4 years, 9 seconds.
For
That's
sure.
what it was.
Hey, this was fun, yo. Hey, hopefully we can have more of these. And, we bullshit and talk and everything. And this is just life. This is real form, long form conversations. We known each other for a while. We're friends. And hopefully we can do more of this. I mean, more people just need to learn how to come together and just be human. And let's just
we're
keep
doing
it going,
this
man.
for y'all. We're doing
Yeah,
this
for
all
sure.
this shit for y'all, man.
This is fun, man. It was cool. I like how y'all were talking, and then I was really listening a lot because I really don't know too much about much of anything. I'm just so much to myself.
Right.
I just be stuck in my hole.
I mean, yeah, it's all on. I mean, just come and be yourself. I mean, I want to provide, some insight for the audience,
Of
just
course.
if somebody is out
And-
there
and
listening.
I'm that audience, too,
Yeah.
with it.
If somebody's out there listening, we want to, just bring up some shit that's going on in modern day
we're
pop
gonna
culture and shit.
We're
But
gonna bring up pop culture shit.
At the
This
end
shit
of-
that's going on, informational shit. We can
Yeah,
just
yeah.
bullshit around, man.
at the end of the
What we
day,
do.
I mean, if we don't have nothing to bring up, we can sit here and have a real conversation with each other.
As we did.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's
what you get out of this Talk Invasion podcast.
Oh, for sure. Talk invasion. And we're going to stay.
Like we said, we're gonna invade the podcast world, and we're gonna invade everything.
Invade this podcast world. I love y'all. I love y'all.
Man.
And let's keep it going, man. This was Talk Invasion episode 5. Special guest Nick, and y'all will see him more in the future.
We'll see y'all next time.
And we out.